Michael from Copperfield has a question about an entry makeover.
It started with getting this door redone.
Okay.
Michael writes, I'm thinking about having a small roof put out over the entry. The roof is missing because when they built the house, they decided not to do it. I don't know if it was a budget thing or whatever. But one of the reasons he wants to put it in is the wood above the door is rotting. Because obviously it needed a roof in the beginning. So he wants to know who he would have to come out and provide both the construction and the roofing services in doing this project, Tom. And most importantly, he wants to know, is it even worth doing?
Well, I think it's worth doing. When I designed homes and built homes for years, I always made sure the doors were protected. Doors are not a part of a wall that can handle all of that weather, and people make that mistake all the time. Their French doors rot out, their entry doors rot out. You need to have some kind of protection. I wish you had not omitted that part of the house, but it can still be put on, and it's going to be better for the door. And for you coming up when it's raining and your neighbors coming in and ringing the doorbell, I mean, there's a lot of advantages to it. Now, who to call to do that here? I'm going to give you 3 names because of the size of the job. I'm not sure how big of a roof you want. Maybe you just want a little stoop roof. You want it a little bit bigger. You want columns. There's a lot involved that you'll have to columns to hold the roof up. Yes. Can't just float in the air.
Hail Caesar.
Okay. Anyway, that's a colonial detail, so that you might want to do that. As far as that goes, you have Trifection that does a lot of remodeling. Ideal Roofing. They do some remodeling, and they can do the roofing and the weather detail on this because it's going to be a little tricky. And if it's too small for those guys, you can have Rudy frame the whole thing up, paint it, and do everything, and then just have someone like Ideal put the roof on and do the flashing.
So, it strikes me as one of these jobs that's kind of in between all of them. I mean, Rudy could be, that's kind of a scope stretch for him, and Trifection might be too small, and Ideal may be just right. We don't know. So.
Well, and it's also, we're still reeling from Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys would say, yeah, we would do it, but we're not that hungry right now. We got 100 jobs in front of us that are much bigger. So you've got to kind of plan it ahead.
I think what gives Ideal kind of the edge on this is the whole idea of tying in with the brick on there. I mean, wouldn't that be pretty critical?
It would. And I say if Rudy built it, I'd still think Ideal would come out and roof it for you. So you have because they're the waterproofers.
Right.
And they would do a nice roof for you. I know when Trifection does a lot of things, they have their own roofers that they use in their conjunction of all their subcontractors. I'm sure they can handle it too. They're really good at what they do. So, but a roofer is going to have to do the roof. That's for sure.
Because otherwise, the rotting problem you're having there is just going to move up.
It's going to fall behind the brick, and you're going to have a real problem.
Bigger problem, you bet. You don't need problems. That's why you send us questions at HomeShowRadio.com. We'll answer them here or in these videos like these over here. Of course, you can subscribe to our channel too. We'd appreciate that.